I've been working on getting the beds here level so I can get them put up and ready to grow till this fall, or whenever I get time to, do a lean-to greenhouse here. And it's really not important to have a 100% level bed, but if you're going to bring a structure onto it or use it for some support, you actually want it somewhat level. And I'm not showing a video of how I actually leveled it, because it's not perfect. And if this were, say, a building structure that needed a building permit, it would be a failure because I'm not going up to code. There's no concrete foundation to keep it from sinking. What I did was take boards and put underneath it here and bring it up to level, and then I took this board and put in the center to keep it level, and I secured this box right here inside to that box, this box with screws down here into that box. And because these three boxes, this box right here is bigger, it's a different kind of wood, so it sticks out further in the front where I should have, but I already had these guys over here planted. I should have used one of them over here and made sure that all three boxes were the right size. But for now, this is all just progress and work. What I'm going to do now that I have it leveled, see how the legs are right here. I added this board on and that brought it up, and I'll put the soil in and put mulch in here to help hold it up. And over there you can kind of see the mulch coming in the side. I'll go up front and get some more mulch and put a layer of mulch. Then I'll put a layer of grass clippings so that it has some filler down there and it'll compost, kind of like a hugelkultur bed. I'm using the mulch instead of logs. Hey, quit eating the plants. We have to have somebody over there eating tomato plants. Dusty, need to put them up on the second shelf. Sorry, hang on, the tasties put away. But if you can see down here, see how far off the ground this one is, and that one there is not really connected to it. I just brought the board up here higher to make it level with the top there, because I've already got soil in that box, and nothing more I can do about, making it as level as this one. But the boards on the outside is what count, not on the inside. That bed sticks out a little. But let me go ahead and get the mulch in and see how much more compost I need to bring in and get these two planted. Okay, I've got almost this wagon load in here, and all I'm doing is moving it around like this and squeezing it under the edges. Kind of using it to add a little more support, and then I'll do the same thing on the outside after I get it planted. See right here how much room there is under this? See right here? There's like 3 fingers. So whatever's on the inside edges, I need to fill up for sure to keep the inside from settling, because I didn't put a stick right here to act as a brace. So to keep it in place, I'm going to have to rely on the outside edges or the braces on the ends. Now to cut a load of grass, a bag of grass, and throw in here. This is kind of like forest growing, kind of like in, I'm not a permaculture garden, but a lot of things that I do are in the ideal of what they want. Permaculture means permanent gardening, and I'm trying to set up a food network where, like a forest floor, the sticks and leaves fall to the bottom of the floor and create a layer to protect the earth, and over time that layer goes on top of another and another and another, and the floor becomes really rich. So Here's the first floor of it. Grass will go on next, and then compost, and then another layer covering the top to protect it. This layer is the last layer, and see how rich it is in water, yet the top looks dry. I'll be putting grass on top of here, and that'll help retain the moisture. I wonder if Milo, the supervisor, is going to let me borrow the lawnmower today so I can cut and bag up some grass. What do you think, Milo? Is it okay to borrow this? Huh? Let's see. You know, you want to go for a ride? Nope. Let's get her out of here. Get to cutting. I've been saving this clover patch for seed, but I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of it off. That way I'm adding some nitrogen to the bottom of the soil. Okay, I hope the bag is full. Let's take a look. It's full enough. Okay, dump this in here. Spread it around. There's no exact science to what I'm doing. It's, you know, use what you have available. And this is full of clover. There was a lot of clover. My yard's probably at least 70% clover. So that means my yard is high in nitrogen. Let's see if I can share this around a little and make only one bag work, but I can always add more. But this is going to help the mulch also, the wood chips. These are Ramil wood chips. They're like the branches of a tree, and they're a maple tree that was cut. So they're really good in nutrition. They've sat in a pile since about this time last year. So they're a year old of fermenting or decomposing. And some people want them fresh, and I prefer them after they've sat for a while, so that the fungal effect has started in them, where they attract. The pile over there has lots of worms on the bottom, and then worms here and there throughout. So these are turning into food for the worms, and we'll get the worms in here. Now to get a couple bags of the compost and some manure from the trailer. Now time for putting either the whole load or half of the composted cow manure in here, and then mix it around. facing west. Take the other third and mix it in over here. I can put, I'm going to put 2 purple sweet potatoes over here and 2 tomato plants over there. And then put grass clippings on top. Now that I've got the bed to this point, I'm just going to, in the corner over here, this is orange rossellini. It needs some water, so I'm just going to take it out like this and put it in the corner. And like any other tomato plant, I'm going to take off the bottom leaves and bury this deep. And have the soil like this. I, at a yard sale, got these cages, like 50 cents for 4 of them. I thought there was 5 of them, but I'm only finding 4 right now. And I don't normally use cages, but at the moment, I'm just gonna, since I have them, give them a shot. This corner over here, I'll put the name up here till I get a marker and come back and mark them. Gonna dig down deep, and if you can see, it's up to my hand deep. This is Cherokee purple. It has a really good root system. It's kind of wilted because it needs the water. But plant him down deep. Gonna go ahead and take this leaf off right here. And I guess I'll take that leaf off and bring the dirt up even more. When I get more soil to put in here, I'll put more soil in here. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Because soil is your, you know, if you have to buy compost and manure, which hopefully I can start building up enough in my own yard and not ever have to buy soil again. More rocks. We should call this the rock garden. In the front here, the Maluka, or let's see, don't have the one, M-O-L-O-K-O, or something like Maluka, the Hawaiian purple sweet potatoes. I'm going to put in the front here. If you take a look, you know, from putting them in the pots and adding some Happy Frog, which is a high nitrogen, these plants are starting to look really well. Let me bring you over here so you can see the bed. In the front, it's already got a new leaf right here starting. Look at this, it's got a new leaf right here starting. So it was really good to not put these in the garden until I could see improvement. And now that I see improvement, it was nitrogen that is the problem for the sweet potatoes. And I'm just going to put them in the corner here and bury them about the way they were, because they're only about, let's see, 1.5 inches up, where if they were taller, I'd bury about half of the plant. And put the tag in right here. I'm recording this too so I can remember in case I forget to tag it. And then this one will go right here in this corner. And hopefully this first dose of cow manure will get them up and ready and rearing. So for now, I'm just going to get these done up like this and probably put 2 hot peppers in here. Not hot peppers. I've got an orange pepper and what's that called? A purple pepper, and they're bell peppers, and I think I'll just put them in the front right here. Or I'll put them in the back right there between the tomatoes and see how that works out. Or put them in the center. Where would you put them? I'll just put them in the center. That way they have their own root space and they're not, even though these guys are going to crawl all over the place and the tomatoes are going to bush up in the back, they'll still get sun because they'll possibly be taller than these. But let's just see another experiment on the way. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.